Hi, it's Priley. Follow and watch me observe the Iceberg Communication while I do my activities as a Physics student in my finals week.
Oh, hold on. What do you mean by Iceberg Communication?
Okay. Before I do my vlog and observation, let's briefly get you to understand what Iceberg Communication means. Basically, if you look at an iceberg, we can observe how simple, wide, and beautiful it is. But if you look under the surface, there is a much larger part that is hidden but plays an important role as the foundation for the whole iceberg. This iceberg phenomenon is similar to the case of humans' communication. The small tip of the iceberg represents about 10% of communication aspects that can be observed or seen, and the rest of the unobservable and hidden iceberg part represents about 90% of communication aspect. So the iceberg phenomenon acknowledges the visible and invisible aspects of communication. There are 3 visible aspects: people, symbol, and media, while the invisible aspects are 10: meaning, learning, subjectivity, negotiation, culture, interacting contexts and levels, self-reference, self-reflexivity, ethics, and innovability. People are those engaging in communication processes, the ones who send and receive messages. There will be no communication if no one is doing it, right? Symbols. We use symbols as a representation of something. We associate symbols with meanings. Symbols are all verbal and non-verbal communication. Symbols are characters, letters, numbers, words, objects, actions, colors, outfit, and anything else. Symbol is language: oral, written, Morse code, sign language, Indonesian, or English. Media are the things we use to communicate through. Come in various forms: letters, telephone, posters, TV, pictures, even smokes, flags, gravity, and many more. Meaning are what we attach to symbols. We understand messages by understanding meanings. Meanings can differ in certain contexts. Not everyone attaches the same meaning to the same symbol. This leads to the next aspect, which is subjectivity. We attach meanings to symbols based on our experience. People don't encode and decode messages the same way because we're influenced by our background, experiences, and uniqueness. Everyone brings their own subjectivity in defining the meaning of the message. Learning. Humans have to learn in order to understand meanings. Our communication ability now is the result of the learning process we've gone through our whole life, from crying as a baby to critical thinking as an adult. Self-reference. The way we understand meanings reflect ourselves, our values, standards, experience, needs, and expectations, so our actions are based on what's best or good for ourselves. Self-reflexivity. The capacity for self-consciousness. It enables humans to realize their encounters or existence, to measure goals or progress, value their success or failure, and to reflect, evaluate, and theorize about themselves. Culture. Through communication, people create standardized or mutually understood meanings, values, habits, or cultures towards symbols or actions. Every individual brings their own cultural understanding that influence the way they communicate with each other. Interacting contexts and levels. It is the intertwine and interplay among levels and contexts, interpersonal, relationships, groups, etc. It is the ability to adapt and switch from one level or context to another. Ethics. It is the right or wrong, acceptable or not. We distinguish the appropriate or inappropriate aspects in our communication. What goes wrong can be recognized when there is violation. Negotiation. People adjust and readjust meanings and interpretation, reconcile messages. It is how we balance our understanding of messages. Inevitability. We cannot not communicate. Communication always happens and is inevitable. No matter if it breaks down or fails, communication still occurs. So, do you understand? If yes, then let's continue the vlog, shall we? It's very early in the morning, but Kitara and I are heading to Universitas Indonesia for our final exam. And look at that, he is still very sleepy. And look, we can see all the visible aspects. I'm waving my hand as non-verbal symbol and also as media in communication. I'm also sending a message to my boyfriend, which makes us both the people. So after a 30 minutes long drive, I arrive at my destination. So I'm at the library. I'm at the Java Roma Cafe, and I'm studying for my politics final exam. You can see how empty the library and the cafe is because it's really early and it's Monday morning. At least that's what I thought. That's how I attach meanings to the situation. Keitaro is in the bathroom, while I'm also waiting for my friends Myra, Kisha, Malik to study together. I was really bored, but I found another symbol and also media in the form of frame and printed picture to show that... Oh, I wasn't allowed to bring my water bottle, but okay. I forgot to record, but they arrived and Keitaro and Malik were so hungry that they finished Myra and Kisha's breakfast. We decided to stay in the car to study and see how Myra and Malik are memorizing things for the exam.
Iya juga. Terus ada yang kayak
While they're communicating with themselves, we can analyze the learning aspect because they process and understand new information by learning and memorizing. Not to mention self-reflexivity. They're able to set goals for the exam and know the value of success in the test, so they decided to study hard.
Lah iya.
Now let's observe each of us self-referencing. Tapi itu kan di public opinion.
Ya udah, itu pakai logic gak sih kalau misalnya kayak gitu?
I don't like logic.
So many birds.
Berarti you don't like men. Men are tend to use their logic more than their feelings.
In this case, Kesha's saying is based on subjectivity. So after a lot of studying, we're now going to class to do the exam. And this is me after the exam. My brain is still warm inside. But now I'm hungry, so I'm heading to Takor to buy some food. As I passed by the stone tables, I looked at the group of friends sitting there, like it's their usual hangout spot or a culture that they've established. Takor is also very quiet today, and everyone's tables are so far away from each other. Well, I guess it's also culture that people just don't go to campus when they don't have exam schedule, and people just intentionally sit 2 or 3 tables away from each other in the cafeteria. Now pay attention to the interacting context and level. When I greet them, interpersonal and interpersonal communication intertwine and switch to one another. The weather's getting hotter, so I tied my hair up. Now I'm heading to economic and business faculty. Ooh, I see a lot of students gathering and they must be communicating. While I'm at the Pikun, I noticed how ethics are established. Everyone is sitting so quietly and all of them were wearing outfits that are appropriate for the campus site. It's also been a culture and ethics to say thank you sir when you're getting off the bus. Now I'm already at FEBU with my boyfriend Keitaro and we're gonna head back home.
Hello ma'am, my name is Keitaro. I'm the one and only forever boyfriend. I just want to tell you, please give my girlfriend A with an average score of 95. 90 to 95. Because she's a hardworking girl. She's always told me what she learned from you during the communication class. And let me tell you, at first I thought communication is not that fun, but the way she told me, I started to think I want to change my major from accounting to communication. Honest opinion. God bless you, ma'am, or Mrs. Hope you have a great day.
On the road, I see a lot of communication culture and ethics between transportations, like how people stop during red lights and use the turning signals when they want to turn left or right. And I also went to the mall at night and I see a lot of symbols, objects, gestures, actions, and also the media like the TV screens and banners for advertisements. I'm actually here to buy a mask and now I'm queuing before paying because it's the norm. So my boyfriend is busy preparing for his final exam. How do you feel? What's that supposed to mean? Well, that could mean anything. Like he's tired or he's just overwhelmed with everything. Do you agree? That means yes. After dropping my boyfriend, I'm going home. So I have arrived at home, and to end my vlog, I just want to say that it's really fascinating how the communication processes take place everywhere and every time. Wherever I go, I communicate with everyone and everyone communicates with me and everyone communicates with everyone else. No matter how, why, and what the message is, proving that communication is inevitable. And I think that wraps up my vlog for today. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye bye!